I'ma do what I do, try to keep up. Ain't no one better, so get on my
What are you doing? Making a song.
Yeah, you're like layering. Have you seen Billie Eilish? Billie Eilish? Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, have you seen her do that?
No.
Where she gets the whole stadium during her concerts to like be totally silent, and she'll be like, and she like use the looper, and then she's like, and then she records that, but everybody has to be totally silent, otherwise it gets stuck in her recorder loop.
Oh, man.
And so she layers on like 5 versions, and then she, finally does her layer on top, and people know that it's done, and it's amazing. You TikTok it.
I will.
So cool.
Man, talk about crowd control. Like, no, everybody, we're making a
I've seen people be
masterpiece. You
like
need to
the only
quiet.
person who can actually make a whole stadium go silent.
She's so cool.
Majorly impressive.
All right, no, I will look that up afterwards.
Hey, Scoops. Welcome to the Inside Scoop 10.
Episode 10.
I can't believe we've made it. 10 episodes of you and me just chit-chatting away.
10 makes me feel like, we onto something. And if you've been loving the podcast,
could be the start of something new.
I feel like we just need to sing along because we've already sung like 4 songs.
We did like this. We
2
should just be
minutes.
karaoke podcast.
Seriously, like this could be the of something, and then you just fill in.
Your turn. You used to do that with Andrew, where you'd like fake hand him the mic. You'd be like,
Oh, and he'd be like, no.
I tried it with Colin. He also will not participate with me. I'm just like, and I. No, this is where you have to fill in. And I. No, okay. They're not filling it. They're not filling
Men's. They don't support our crazy singing notions. But
it. They should have gotten onto the train by now.
yeah.
That's life.
But
Crazy
episode
singing.
10.
Episode 10.
We're here, and
We've loved having you here.
It's
this
been
whole
so much
ride.
fun. We've been talking about doing a podcast for so long, and so like to have 10 down, it's like, okay, we're doing it.
We're committed. It's
And
happening.
If you've been loving it, like we would so appreciate if you would rate us on Apple or Spotify. Like just help us get the word out there.
And shoot us a DM of the things you're liking, things that you're
Yes,
not
we
liking.
love the
what
feedback.
you
We're
want
teachers,
more of.
so we love
yeah,
the
we like
feedback.
a good constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism.
Yes.
Or if you're like, you should do a segment about whatever, or like you should read questions from so and so on TikTok. Like we're open to
or like,
adding.
ooh, what about a guest? Would you have this person? Like,
Yeah, we're open.
We're open to anything. This is our first rodeo, so
Yeah.
yeah.
First rodeo. Oh, well, episode 10, let's just dive into our twins and outs.
All right, I think I started last week. I don't know. We try and do everything fairly as twins. It's like
I
I did it
know.
this time, you do this time.
I know.
I get 5 cents, you get 5 cents. Or as a kid, it was always like, I get half a candy bar, you get exactly half a candy bar.
We'll bring out the measuring stick. Did you start? I don't remember from last week.
I thought you meant, did I start recording? And I was like, I think.
Did you start recording?
I did, yes. Technology, I know how to press record.
Although it did take us like an hour to figure out to turn on the mics the first episode.
That is true. Nothing is beyond us
Now
in
we're
terms
like,
of
is this weird?
technology
Wait.
fail.
Oh, the mic's on.
We're like, check.
Check.
First
mics are
thing to check here.
Mic's are on.
I think I did go first last week, so your turn.
Well, my in is okay. So this is the first summer in a bit that I haven't had some big travel plans. Andrew and I are going to Chicago for 4th of July, but that's just a couple days.
that'll be
We've gone on some like bigger trips, which is always fun.
Like last year, we did a month in Spain.
yeah, it's just always like I feel like summer is the time to travel, just in my teacher brain mode.
Yeah.
But so this summer, I'm creating my in is a New York summer bucket list.
You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, I do my
How
best
dare you
thinking
leave me out of
like,
your
I know.
plans.
Sorry. I was excited to share it with you, but
Initiate pout.
I do my best thinking. Like the best ideas will come to me like right when I'm about to fall asleep, probably because I've stopped moving and like my brain is actually having time to do things.
Same.
So I was lying there
the
in
shower.
bed like 2 nights ago and I was like, I want to do a New York City summer bucket list.
I love that.
And I think I'm going to do like 30 things. Some small.
How many walking tours?
But some can be things to do with Andrew. Some can be like, I've always wanted to like whatever. So Yeah, I'm gonna write it. That's my goal
I
this
love
week.
that for
New York City summer bucket
you.
list. If it sounds fun, New York City summer bucket list.
Can taking me somewhere be on the bucket list?
It can.
Can
I will
having
make
me
sure
involved
there
in
are
the
some
bucket list?
twin things involved in the bucket list.
Oh, I love
See you
that. So especially, yeah, because like, what you said, like 30 things.
I guess I'll see how many easily come to
Yeah.
mind, and then if I'm like, oh, there's 10.
I'm happy to help you. We send each other things all the time of like, saw this on TikTok of like new places you have to go. And
New
I'll just send
bakery,
Sarah, I'm
new
like, have you
whatever.
been here? Have you been here? We should go. That's all I'll say. I'm just like, we need to go.
Yes.
Or have you been here? Next time.
So
like just short and sweet. I'm like, we have to go to this new ice cream shop.
oh, it won't even be a message. It's just like share TikTok, and I'm like,
She gets the
I
point.
get it. I know.
mean-
I'm adding it to the list. There's a constant list.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it would be a fun way to like see some new neighborhoods. Just do some different things and you like go to some different shops, maybe like see a show or whatever. So I think it'd be fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
Oh, now I feel like I should do that too. Because it sounds like a great idea.
Leah's New York City summer bucket list. You're like, I'm coming to New York to do all these things with you.
Exactly. Oh, hey, okay. Wow, that was easy.
Except
wow.
you're going places this summer.
Easiest
so.
bucket list I've ever made. Where am I going?
Don't you?
Oh, culinary,
yeah,
California.
yeah.
Where else am I going? I'm doing an opera in Connecticut, so I'll be in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
And then Colin and I are going to, attacking
I'm
you.
getting too close
Attacking
to you,
getting
bumping each other's
excited
mics.
with my hands.
Bow, bow.
We're going to go to Stockholm in November.
Oh, that's in November. Okay, well,
Yeah. So I'm here.
hang
I'm
out time then.
local. I'm local.
I'm local. What is that from?
I'm a local. It's from
Don't hassle me. I'm local. What's that?
What about Bob?
What about Bob? Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
referencing that movie the other day, and Colin's like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know if that's actually a good movie or one that we just saw telling your kids.
We should watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to dig out that VHS. tape.
Well, I think my in, this is something I literally never thought would be an in for me, but my in is banana flavored everything.
banana flavored things or bananas?
I mean, bananas in things to make them banana flavored.
Okay.
So like,
I'm thinking like banana candy. I'm thinking like
oh, okay. No, not like artificial banana, but like literally banana in everything.
you're in your I don't want to say banana era, but
We'll leave that one there. No, but like I generally don't like the taste of just like eating a banana. Like it's just not my favorite. Like if I'm looking for a fruit, I always go for an apple. But in Mexico, I was having like a banana with breakfast every day, and then all of a sudden that has like opened my mind to the flavor of banana. And
maybe
also,
it's just because you had some like really good ones in Mexico.
I think that's also it, and the fact that it's like I feel really good after eating one. Like
The
I
potassium?
feel they say bananas are actually sort of like an anti-anxiety.
really.
I don't know the science behind that. I am not a scientist. But something in like the chemicals and nutrients in a banana is the same as like some anti-anxiety
Okay.
medication. Beta blocker.
Beta blockers. You're throwing out some good terms, so I believe you.
I'll just push up my glasses here.
Now, I feel like you're not alone because one thing I have been like seeing a ton pop up that I'm like, okay, I must try this. I've been seeing banana cream matchas pop up everywhere.
That sounds
So
amazing.
it's like a matcha, and then I think you like blend banana and cream and like make the foam to go on top.
Or I've been seeing banana coffee too.
Yeah, like a banana bread latte. Now at Sparrows in Grand Rapids, they made a banana bread
bread
latte.
latte. Ooh.
And it was so good. And before I left, they actually like shared the recipe with me. So I'm gonna make some banana syrup. I know. You're welcome. I'll give you some banana syrup.
Oh my god!
And we can
Sarah
have-
makes all of my coffee syrups for me. She made like a cardamom one last time. I was having it in my cold brew like every single morning.
I thought Leah wouldn't like it. I was like, oh, I messed this one up. I was
She's like,
trying
if you
to-
want it, you
And
can have
Leah's messages me, and she's like, "This is the best coffee syrup. What is this?"
it. I mean, it was like a huge jar, and I used all of it. It was so good. So
Okay, banana syrup.
yes, please.
Banana
oh,
syrup.
that's amazing. But yeah, just like banana flavored. I guess like banana in everything. I made banana cake for Colin's birthday, and I'm just like
Sounds good.
but I do prefer them when they're kind of green.
Yeah, like what is the preferred level of ripeness for a banana? Like
Definitely
fully
they're-
green, slightly green, all yellow, no spots, slightly yellow.
Oh, God,
yellow
you don't even
with-
have to continue.
Yellow
No.
with slight spots,
Ugh.
mostly spots,
rotten. In which case, I question your character as a human being. No, like I would say 50% green.
50% of the banana being green.
So like moderate greenness or light greenness, because I think the flavor is so much brighter.
It's almost like apple-y.
Yeah.
I agree.
I will eat it if it is like fully yellow, but really once there starts to get spots
No.
on it, I'm like,
No.
now you're just banana bread material.
Yeah.
Or I'll put it in a porridge or something.
Porridge.
Porridge.
Porridge. I've never heard you say the word
Oatmeal. That's like my Pinterest.
porridge.
Pinterest is.
He's like, would you like a bowl of porridge?
No, Pinterest is targeting me with different things of like
What do you want for breakfast? Oh no, I'm full. I
like-
had some porridge before I came over.
porridged or porridged. Oh God,
Porridge.
now I'm
now
just
it's
losing it.
burping.
Porridge, oatmeal.
I porridged
There
this
was like
morning.
there was another term that I had seen on Pinterest and I lost it. But I've been pinning all these recipes of different like banana
porridges?
oatmeal and stuff like
Banana
that.
porridges.
Yeah. Anyway, banana flavored
Banana.
things. Banana. I
Okay.
literally went through a phase of my life where I hated bananas, never ate a banana, and then now we're coming full circle.
All right.
Yeah. What's your in?
Did I share my? No, I did my bucket list.
Oh, right.
What's my
What's
out?
your out?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sharing this out because I want to be accountable. My out is just like randomly scrolling. I don't know if I've used this
Oh.
one before, but like in the evening, I've been setting a goal for myself to read in Spanish every day, and I've been doing it like every other day because sometimes I feel like in the evening, like sometimes I have work things. We have work things to finish up in the
Sometimes
evening.
we're working up till the point of going to bed.
In the influencer realm of things, like there is no like you stop checking your emails. I mean, like you can stop.
But sometimes it's like we absolutely need this in by tonight, and
it's
you're
like-
like, well, we're gonna make it happen.
There's no like slams laptop shut at 5 p.m. Not thinking about this until 9 a.m. Like
That would be such a
really,
nice life.
I mean, people do set those boundaries, but I'm not quite there yet. Like I'm not quite there yet.
We're like, oh, there are people out there who fully honor those boundaries. Hi, my dear, I'm not one of them.
But so my out is like just scrolling mindlessly, and I've been getting better. There was a time I was getting very bogged down by like political TikTok.
makes you feel really anxious, and like, God, why is my heart racing?
So what I'm trying to do, and honestly, it works because sometimes if you're scrolling for so long, I feel like I feel like I can't focus. Like my attention span is so
That's what
short.
I mean. It gives you sort of like anxiety, like you're all over the place.
and then when you start thinking about what you need to do, then you feel kind of frozen.
you're like, no, I need to scroll more.
Yeah. So what I've been trying to do, if I've been in like scroll zone, I do a reset, 5 minutes of no phone, just sitting and like
Oh, that's smart.
kind of, I don't want to say meditating, just like 5
Cold
minutes,
turkey.
just
Break it off.
just staring like you are recentered, or doing one like small cleaning task,
chore.
like put the dishes
I was
in the
gonna say
dishwasher.
that would be a good one.
And then it's like, okay, I've completed a task. What else can I do? So I'm trying. My out is just randomly scrolling. I've been getting better, but sometimes like the news or like the political TikTok just like you get on a cycle.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you're saying that because lately I've been waking up really early because either we keep the cats in the basement at night, and either they like the lock is so light that sometimes I call it breaking out of prison, that sometimes they'll like, meow and kind of press their paws against the door and it'll just open.
Really?
And then I just hear like that happened this morning.
Oh my
Mimi was like meow
gosh.
meow. I'm like, I think the cats broke out of jail.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'll get up and feed them. And so I'm just like laying there and, it's 6 or something. I'm like, I didn't need to get up until 7. Or I just wake up with the birds outside, and I'm laying there. And for a while I was like this week picking up my phone and just like, I'm like, oh my God, I have scrolled for an hour. And so instead I've been keeping my book that I'm reading on my bedside table.
Oh,
and if
that's
I find
good.
myself scrolling, I'm like, put it away. And I'll read instead. If I'm
That's
like, if you want to just
so
lay in bed, that's fine, but you're gonna read. And I did that this morning, and oh my God, did it set up my morale and like my brain in a much better way to take on the day. I was like, wow, today's such a great day. I'm like, I feel amazing and I feel more rested. I'm like, why? I'm like, oh, probably because I didn't lay in bed just like endlessly doom scrolling.
It's so easy. And I've been thinking of this quote that I saw, and I think I'm remembering it right, where they said, discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want in the long run
For your future self.
for your future
Wow.
self. And I was like, oh my God, like, do I want to scroll right now? Yes. do I want to look back in 5 years and think I've like wasted an hour of my life every day for the past 5 years?
Or do I even
scrolling?
want to look back at the end of tonight and be like, wow, I wasted the
Yeah.
morning.
Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking a little scroll here and there. Like,
Right. I mean, that's entertainment.
yeah,
You're
but
entertaining for yourself.
You don't want to feel like it owns you.
No.
And I'm just like,
When it gets to that point, it
when it
feels
gets
like
to that point, you feel like
I
out of
am
control.
in vortex, cannot pull myself from phone.
Yes. So I should do that too. I should like switch out or even just like put my phone in a different room for a little bit in the evening.
I've been doing that because Colin likes to play video games and like likes to have me kind of sit and chat with him while he's
that's
doing
cute.
that. So what I'll do, because if I'm watching a show that he's not super interested in, he'll just read and chat with me like in between. So it's like I will leave my phone upstairs, go downstairs with him while he's playing, bring my book too, and so
That's
chat,
nice.
read a little bit, chat and read, and it's like my phone is upstairs.
That's nice.
And I have my Apple Watch, so it's like
If anything
important happens, like it'll alert me, but I'm not
Right.
just like scrolling, because it's the scrolling that gets me.
it's like
Yeah.
you just feel like you can't focus on anything.
Yeah, and then you're gone for the rest of
Yeah.
the morning or whatever.
So that's my out.
good.
We'll see.
I'm gonna try that with the like 5 minute set, or just do like a little. Oh, I needed to wash the pan from last night.
Yeah. So maybe my next week, my out will be like my update on my out. On how well I'm doing.
Okay, I'm
We'll
sorry.
see.
That was like the dream within a dream within a dream thing. That was
Inception.
Inception.
Out Inception.
I could not follow.
What's your
Well,
out?
my out this week, I guess, this sort of goes off of the like eating a banana type thing, because it's like a breakfast food. But sorry, do not read into any of my statements in this.
We have the I time middle school, so
of the
I
week.
laugh at the
I know.
randomest things.
There's no way around that one. It's just it is what it is. My out is just having coffee for breakfast.
Okay. You're in your wholesome breakfast era.
I am in, and this goes off of my Pilates era because I am still like in the deep Pilates vortex, that I feel so good when I leave this class and I do the morning classes, that when I come home, it's like, I want something to fuel my body. Like I just
Yeah.
did a hard workout. I
Yeah.
need some nutrients. Like I don't
Definitely.
want to just have a coffee. Or it makes me feel like I eat a bunch of like junk later in the day. Because it's like, oh, I'm still not, like, I generally don't feel that hungry for breakfast. But I've been saying like, okay, I'm going to have a banana maybe. And like, I've been very into crumpets from Trader Joe's.
You just told me you were getting all your
This is all from last week. Like, what's the lame
porridge.
thing that you love in your 30s? A porridge and crumpets. Maybe I'm just turning into a Brit.
turning into what's the little guy? What's his more gruel, please? What's the
Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist. She's turning into Oliver Twist.
Can I have some more? I literally just bought crumpet. What do you call them? Like the little holders that you form. They're like, they basically look like cookie cutters.
Crumpet holders.
I can't think of what they're called.
Holders?
No. They're forms. So it's like you put the batter in it. It's basically like making a pancake.
Oh, like for when you're using. Can you make sourdough crumpets?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make. You use the discard, and you just make it's like a pancake batter, but they rise because you put in more like I think it's baking
stop.
soda.
Oh,
baking soda, baking powder.
That sounds
So I'm gonna try that
good.
for dinner. I think I'm gonna do like breakfast for dinner on Friday.
Oh my gosh, you're coming. You're coming over on
On
Saturday?
Saturday, I'll bring you a crumpet. But so I've been having like a breakfast, and it makes me feel so much better. And I think
bet.
actually I've been having like an actual solid breakfast with protein. I've been trying to get at least like 20 grams of protein in that breakfast.
Dang. Okay.
And I feel like my appetite for breakfast has improved a lot over the past week.
Okay.
Which makes me happy because like I want to feel hungry for breakfast, but usually I'll wake up and I'm like,
Yeah. You want to fuel yourself, so you wake up like
could
ready
pass.
to
I
go?
want to be like Kunosh. Like I really want to
Yeah.
have a breakfast.
And after doing those workouts, like you want to feel ready for fuel.
Exactly. And I was
right?
reading too that like, like I said, I'm not a scientist. But like actually intermittent fasting and stuff like fasting for too long, especially after a workout and stuff for women, is really bad for your metabolism and really bad for your health. And so I'm like, I mean, I feel great doing it. I'm not a scientist, but
Okay.
I'm loving it.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
If you find
Crumpets!
if you find some really good
Maybe
breakfast,
crumpets will be my solo in next week because I'll get to try it with my sourdough.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I need a picture.
If you've never tried a crumpet, it's basically just like a really puffy.
It's kind of like an English muffin.
It's like an English muffin, and a pancake had a baby.
Yeah.
Like they're great, and so I just put jam on it and love it.
here for it.
Trader Joe's also
Yum.
has some amazing crumpets that you can
Yum.
buy. It's like $2 for like 8.
What doesn't Trader Joe's have? That's the real
So
question.
I mean, they've got everything. Diving into our twin take of the week.
Yeah, so we've been rotating a question of the week and a twin take of the week. And so this week I was saying to somebody, or someone came over and they're like, "You're wearing a dress? They're like, have you just been wearing this all day?" I was like, "Yeah, like I truly believe that wearing a comfy dress is just as comfortable, like a summer sundress, is just as comfortable as wearing loungewear.
Yeah.
Just as comfortable."
Yeah.
And so they were like,
You're also the queen of dresses in the summer.
I know, but they were like, "Yeah, sure." But like, hear me out. You got nice airflow.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of my comfy dresses are stretchy up top. So like sometimes you don't even need a bra.
That's true. That's true.
It is one piece of clothing to throw on,
Mm-hmm.
not two. If I have to go to the bathroom, I don't have to take anything off.
That's true.
Like when I'm, it's not like I have to worry about like showing my underwear because I don't think a comfy dress is like short. Like I'm talking about like a pasture knee length dress,
like
just like a
my
flowy.
dress, like
Yeah, like I mean, are you comfortable right now?
crazy comfortable.
So it's like I know I'm wearing pants right now as I'm talking about how comfortable dresses are, but I wear dresses in the summer like 90-80% of the time.
Mm-hmm. That like Emerson dress from Abercrombie last year was
Oh.
your uniform. I mean, it's a great dress.
But especially
You
like
always look put together.
in New York, yeah, I feel put together if I'm wearing a cute dress, but it's just as comfortable as wearing like shorts.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I'm trying to think here. What would people like in the summer? What would people think is like the most comfortable outfit? I'd probably say people are like, you see people running around in like athleisure, like a little kind of sports bra and leggings
But
type
like,
deal.
I would rather wear something flowy than something that's like tight. And
Well, that's what I was
in the
about to say is like
heat.
when it's hot, you just feel that like that material is just stuck to your skin.
like that is not making me feel good and comfortable.
No.
And I'm
Yeah.
also not someone that has ever really felt comfortable like just bopping around in a sports bra. Like there are
That's
girls
just never
that-
been like our vibe.
No.
There are girls that are just like, yeah, just put that on the sports bra.
and,
like
and like a pair of biker shorts and like this is super comfortable and like that's just not my vibe.
Yeah.
What's your take? What do you think? Do you think wearing dresses, comfy dress, just as comfortable as like loungewear?
I mean, like this is a hard one because I feel like I love a good jogger and sweatshirt set. But in the summer, like
But you do tees and like denim shorts a lot in the summer.
I do
Like that's a lot of
Collins,
your...
though, I mean, yeah, I'm generally not someone who gets super uncomfortable. Like it takes a
Yeah.
lot for me to be uncomfortable in terms of just what I'm wearing. Like I'll say if something's like really cutting into my ribs or something or like my stomach, I'm kind of like, okay, this doesn't feel great.
Yeah.
But like I'm fine just sitting around in jeans. I'm fine sitting around in a dress. I love my sweatsuits like at night, but in the summer it's hot.
Another plus for the dresses, you don't get the grid marks on your legs.
Oh my God. I was just about to say like when you sit on like a
Or you don't get into the car seat and it goes
like
and you're like,
and then you
"Ah,
have
my
to
skin is
peel your skin off the pleather.
burning." You don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of our good friends always has like, she calls it like her house dress in the summer.
Yeah.
That it's like, I mean, on Amazon, you can find so many of these that it's like basically a nice loose jersey knit dress.
Yeah.
And that is ultimately your like sweat suit set
Yeah.
for the summer because it's loose, it's breezy, it's usually probably like sleeveless.
Kind of
It's like a natural fiber like cotton, and you just kind of wear it around. It's billowy.
Yeah.
It's like we did a study abroad in Spain, and our house mom always
our
had
house mom. You know, our host mom.
our host mom in her house always just had like it kind of looked like a nightgown type deal.
Yeah, but it was her house dress.
She called it, I mean, it was like her house dress, and that was just what she would wear on the house. And when she would go out, she'd change out of it. And I feel like that is,
Yeah.
I guess I will say for summer, I agree. In the winter, do I want to be wearing a dress around the house? No.
Unless it's like a sweatshirt dress. But I
Even
just
then-
no. I want to be like comfy. But in the summer, I think a comfortable dress doing the job looks more put together, but is just as comfortable as like wearing some sweats or like.
And some people would say like a overall kind of like,
those little short hauls,
which is ultimately kind of like a dress. dress.
It's kind of
Like a short. I mean, they're usually loose with that in the torso.
Except if you have to go to the bathroom, you got to take off all your clothes.
I have perfected the just pull everything to the side
Really?
action.
All right, I just had never thought of doing
Don't mean
that.
to blow your mind, but
Wow.
if it's stretchy material, I mean,
I was gonna say, you
there's
must
some
be wearing
things
something
that only works if
stretchy.
it has shorts.
Okay.
Like if it's obviously a full on jumpsuit or something that you can't just pull it to the side. But if it's stretchy,
okay. The
just
short
saying,
alls,
don't knock it till you try it.
the rompers.
Yeah,
I love that.
just saying.
I love that.
Just saying. All right, diving into our DMs.
We're diving in. Episode 10, we are diving into the
Whoop,
DMs.
whoop.
And again, if you want to be featured, send us a DM on the Inside Scoop podcast on Instagram.
Yes.
We're always checking them.
Mm-hmm. All right, question number 1. Hi, girls.
Hello.
Long story short, I'm attending a wedding in August and need a revenge dress.
A revenge dress.
Oh, I've never heard that term, but I like it.
Oh.
My husband and I got divorced last year, and this will be the first time seeing him socially since our split.
Okay.
I've grown so much since our divorce, have been working out, Pilates, going to therapy, and want to feel amazing when I walk into this wedding. Girl,
Oh, yes.
yes. What kind of dress, color, shape, etc. would you recommend for a showstopper that's still wedding appropriate? Thanks for the help, and it's an evening wedding with black tie dress code.
Oh, we're thinking Kate Hudson.
That yellow.
Yellow.
Nothing has ever been more stunning than that yellow dress. It will live on in history.
Although I don't know if yellow would be my revenge dress, but that was great
Depends.
on her.
Yeah.
Like,
I would say I think red. I think most people
for
think
a
of
wedding.
revenge. That's what I'm saying. I think red should be ruled out. But if it's black tie, you know what is so sexy? It's like a great black dress. I think
mermaid, floor length, makeup, snatched, hair snatched. You walk in, doors open, everyone's heads turned. Who's that? And you're like, oh, sorry, you used to
Who's
have
that
this, but not
girl?
anymore. Because you know what? I'm single, ready to mingle.
and like a good perfume too. I think it's like you just walk past and it's just like
you walk past your
you
ex and
linger
you're
in
like,
the air. You linger in the air. Oh hey, hi Brian.
you'll be forgetting me anytime soon.
I would say too, like you said, you've been working out and stuff. Everybody has their favorite thing that they like about themselves. Like when they're starting to get toned. Like I personally love my shoulders. Put them on display for you. And so maybe it's like I personally, my shape would be one of those dresses that's like strapless, but it has like that little neck scarf that's maybe like silky, satiny. So it's like I'd be showing off my shoulders, showing off that little, collar action.
Décolletage.
It's very that's sexy. Show off that neck area, the nape, maybe have your hair up. And it's like, it's actually flowy, but very sexy in its sort of like delicateness.
I'm thinking, like, as soon as you said revenge dress,
Sarah's
I'm thinking
like-
Rosemary Clooney,
White Christmas.
White Christmas love.
You didn't do right by me.
Like just the
But she also has it's strapless.
is it strapless?
Yes.
She had that amazing. It was almost like a
It's like a little
what's
cutout.
What's the evil witch from Snow White?
The evil stepmother.
Or maybe I'm thinking Sleeping Beauty. Where who's the
Oh, Maleficent?
yeah, where it's got like the notch, like it's got all that kind of like notching around the
Oh
neck.
yeah, like some cool structure.
and she's got the gloves, and it's just like, and Rosemary Clooney, like, she knew she had the curves down low, and it was just like,
so if you've been working out the bootay,
yeah,
and you're like, ooh, we got
mermaid.
some juicy bootay back there. Mermaid. Oh, nothing. There will be some men weeping.
they'll want you to get on that dance floor.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little get low. You're like, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine a gorgeous black? I mean, I know it's black tie, so like black is good, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You could also do like a navy or like a dark green or something. But I
What
feel
about
like
something like beaded?
or
It's hard to say for a wedding.
honestly, I feel like a revenge dress has to be sleek. I think beading, like women were like, oh, the beading was insanely beautiful. Like it was intoxicatingly beautiful. But men are just like beading. I don't want to run my hands over beading.
Yeah, a little silky.
You know what I mean?
Get a good.
That's what I'm
get
saying.
Some good shapewear.
That's what I'm saying. Like silky. And it doesn't have to be form fitted, but silky, or it's going to be that like really nice crepe kind of like form-fitted material that just hugs everywhere, but it's like thick enough to hold a structure.
Yeah, and you're just like breezing along. And I would say like along with that, like get your hair done.
Or have a friend, or like
get your
Pinterest.
makeup done, just so you really feel like amazing.
Yes.
And the scent, like you said,
The scent.
a killer scent.
Yeah, something that you smell and you're like, this is Rachel 2.0. You know what I mean? Like that. This is your revenge. This is your just like I am in the height of I'm
Yes.
feeling myself type thing.
And you're gonna be like looking like a bombshell, and your confidence, like even if you fake it the whole night, maybe you have one little liquid courage drink beforehand if you feel like you need it,
if that's your vibe,
before
yeah.
you walk down.
That's probably what I would do.
And then you just wherever you think like normal confidence level is, increase it by like 3
boost it.
notches.
You're like at the bar. You're like at the bar waiting for your drink. It's just a little
Yes.
shoulder pop. They're like, "You'll have a gin and tonic, extra lime, please." It's
Yeah,
just
you're standing there by yourself. You're not like, oh my gosh, this is awkward by myself. You're just
there
like,
ain't no arms crossed in front of you. You're just bold,
shoulders
chest,
out.
chest.
You're like, oh, hi, Greg. How are you? Oh, yeah, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Well, I have to go, but
It's so like I have people waiting for me.
I have people waiting. Yes, my entourage.
Oh man, yes.
What do you think about? I don't know if it's a +1 kind of wedding. Do we invite someone?
I don't even think that's the vibe.
Yeah, I don't even think that's
I
necessary.
feel like she doesn't mention anything about that. I feel like it's
Yeah.
more.
It's
This
more
is,
about
this
her.
is you.
This is her thing.
This is you. This is your moment to show that you have
Yeah.
worked on yourself and you've been
Yeah.
prioritizing yourself since Steve or whatever is no longer in your picture. And good riddance, because you have grown and developed and you're toned and looking chic and you're hot stuff.
And this is not a wedding where we're gonna overdrink and like do goofy like.
Steve, I miss you. No.
Yeah, no. We are in our confident era.
We're keeping it in the
whole time.
sipping era.
Hydration, a little sip
Hydration.
here and there. You leave glowing. You wake up glowing for that morning after brunch where everybody's there. You are there, fresh faced.
Yes.
Everyone's like, "How did she do it? We just had the wedding last night."
So we're saying long or black. Doesn't have to be super long.
I'm feeling
Black, sleek
I'm feeling
material.
long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling if it's
So yeah,
black,
black
tie,
tie, yeah.
I'm feeling floor length.
Accentuate your favorite feature and sleek material.
And chin up, just confidence through the roof.
You wear that dress. That dress does not wear you.
Yes, this revenge dress. He's gonna be thinking about you the whole rest of the week. Question number 2. Love the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
And hoping you can help with some adult friendship advice. Okay. I met a girl a few years back at a yoga class. Not Pilates, unfortunately. Not your vibe. A few years back at a yoga class, and we instantly bonded. We would go get coffee after class, meet up once or twice a month on the weekends, and really got to be close. That's
Our mom,
so
our
nice.
mom has a best friend that also met. She met at a workout class.
Yeah, our mom met I think hers was like a hers was just a
It was
workout
like
class.
it was like an aerobics class.
Yeah, it's a great way to meet people. We were both in our late 20s and dating our now husbands at the time we met. That's so fun.
Girls, I'm feeling double date material.
The edge of an era. A few months ago, she stopped coming to class because she and her husband bought a house on the other side of town. I was sad, but figured we'd still meet up a few times a month as usual. However, we haven't seen each other in the last 3 months, and she canceled our last 2 scheduled meetups without much explanation. That's a bummer.
Oh.
I thought maybe she was busy with the move. I've seen her share on Instagram about meeting up with other friends this month. It's not very nice. Especially like, I just always feel like when people are sharing stuff like that, you're like, you realize that
I wonder how far she is from
I'm going to
this
see it, right?
friend.
I've been the only one to reach out about rescheduling, and I'm starting to feel like if I didn't reach out at all, she would completely forget about me.
Oh.
Should adult friendships be give and take? Should I keep reaching out to her? This is so tricky because it does seem like your friend is in a transition era.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. It feels like she's not in her just like kind of trugging along vibes yet. Like she hasn't like fully figured out her routine.
And you've been friends for a while. And I always feel like in situations like this, you can lead with some grace. You can give them a little bit of time, but I at least for right now would hold off on feeling like really personally snubbed.
I don't think this
About
is
what's going
about
on?
you, to be honest. I don't feel like this is about you.
I'm just trying to think of like when I got my first house when we were living in Michigan. It's like you move and then your dryer doesn't come in for another month, and so you're running around. You have to go do laundry at a laundromat for a month. You know, then your in-laws want to come over and see the place, and then it's just
It's
whole
hectic
nother
city,
level
yeah.
for a few months. I mean, honestly, like those first 6 months, you're still first year, you're still unpacking boxes.
And you don't know the story with like the hanging out with the other friends. Like maybe
Maybe they're their neighbors, and they're like, "We're having a barbecue tomorrow."
exactly, like maybe they're literally right next door, or maybe they've had this in the books for a long time.
Like out of town people.
Like I wouldn't. I think innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yeah.
Like assume the best before assuming the worst with her, because it sounds like you guys have been friends for a long time.
yeah, yeah. I guess I would hope that she would. I wish she was giving you a little bit more context of to why she's canceling, because that's the one piece we're kind of missing. Like, is she just like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
she
I'm so
doesn't
sorry?
really say.
Is it like the same day where she's like, can't make it? Or is it like, hey, I know we're supposed to hang out next weekend, but like I'm going to have
Sounds
to
like
cancel.
she was like overwhelmed.
It's kind
If
of
it was that case,
It's kind of strange that she's not giving like what's going on.
yeah.
But maybe then you need to do a call with her. Like maybe you're like, hey, I know you've been super busy. Like, hope you're loving the new house. Like, can I give you a call today or tomorrow? Like just for a quick catch up. And then you can be like, I've missed you. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm so bummed. Like we didn't get
Even
to
or
hang
maybe just call.
out.
Do people do this anymore? Just like call her.
I have a couple people that just randomly call, but I feel like some people are cold call.
Yeah, I guess that depends
Like,
on what
you
her
know.
vibe is. But I think and keep offering that olive branch. It sounds like she's just
Yeah.
really overwhelmed or going through this new phase. And I think if then she cancels the next time, then I think you should. It would be helpful to just tell her like, I've really been missing you, and like I know you don't live as close anymore.
I know you're going through a big transition.
I know you're going through a big transition. I totally get it, but like it really does hurt my feelings, especially when I've been looking forward to seeing you and you cancel last minute. Like, is there something going on?
Yeah, and maybe don't even say like it hurts my feelings, because remember last time a couple weeks ago we talked about like,
Well, but she's saying, I mean, you'd be like, it, like I feel sad.
yeah,
Like it hurts my feelings. My feelings are
Yeah.
hurt when our plans get sidetracked last minute.
you could say like, I really look forward to our hangouts, and like I get like
I
really
feel very disappointed.
like, what's
I
going
miss-
on?
yeah.
I miss you, and what have we always been saying? A vulnerable conversation goes a really long way.
Instead of creating this whole soap opera in your mind
Yeah.
of like, she hates me, she has an evil twin who's turning her against me, she has
Right.
other friends who she likes, just she cancels.
Right.
Tell her how you feel. Like, I feel sad, like I miss you, and
And think of that.
disappointed.
My
and
friend said her therapist always says, imagine a physical stop sign whenever you feel yourself spiraling or like thinking, maybe she doesn't want to be my friend, maybe she likes other people better, whatever. And you just think of a physical stop sign and be like, stop. What are the things I know to be true?
I always say that. What are the things I absolutely know?
My friend just moved. Sounds
My
like
friend
she's
just
like
bought a house.
relatively newly married.
Yeah, my friend just recently got married.
We have been friends for years,
My friend no longer lives close to my workout class, so we can't see each other.
as often
As
as
often.
we used to. Like these are the things you know to
Do
be
you-
true.
Do you know anything negative even?
And then reach out, ask for clarity, right? You're trying to schedule a phone call, catch up. Maybe she's like, I didn't mention this because we haven't gotten to hang out, but like I lost my job. Like you never know. I always think lead with kindness, lead with understanding. Like you said, until proven otherwise.
Yes.
If she's like, oh, it's been great. And if she's like being very short or something, then you can be like,
Is there something?
okay, like what's going on here? I wouldn't write this person off until this is like proving to be a pattern.
I would try not to be like accusatory.
Yeah. But I
Feel
do
out.
feel in general, we all want friendships that are give and take.
Yeah, we want it to be mutual.
You don't want to be the one person that's like, want to hang out? Want to hang out?
But I
Wanna
do
hang
think
out?
there
Wanna
are
hang out?"
seasons of life where certain people are the ones who are offering and
Yes.
and keeping that connection, and
Yes.
then you end up being that person at other times.
Like,
I think that is reasonable.
oh, I do
and that
too.
is very normal.
Especially as we're entering 30s, 40s. Some people have kids. If you are
Exactly.
someone that is a new parent, I'm reaching out to you, and I don't feel bad if I have to reach out to you first every time for a few years.
No.
Because you are in charge of a whole nother person. Like, if I don't have kids, I am fine being the initiator.
Yeah.
100%.
I have a really good friend who literally every time we hang out, we just put something in the calendar for next time because we're like, even if we have to reschedule, at least we see that in the calendar.
That's
we're
a
like,
good idea.
oh, so we do not leave a hangout until we have put something in the calendar for next time.
That's a really good idea. Like, and I know with this situation, like
You're
they
like,
said,
we just want to get one time on the books.
they've booked things, but I think that is a great rule for like adult friendship.
yes.
When you hang out, if you want to hang out again, if that's like a priority, schedule something. And like you said, then if it's in the books, you're way more likely
Oh yeah.
to hang out again
100%.
than if you're like, we should do this again soon. In 3
like,
months, you
anybody?
think of that person. You're like, oh, we should schedule a hangout. Another month. Oh, it's Christmas. We'll hang out after Christmas. Then, oh, it's New Year. Then, it's been 6 months. So I do think we all want that give and take friendship. And in relationships, you don't want to feel like you're the one giving 100 all the time and the other person isn't giving. But lead with kindness. If you're feeling a certain way, address it with this person. And then we can assess in a bit. But that is tricky. And it's hard because I'm sure you're missing your friend
Yeah.
and like missing all that extra time you used to have together.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. All right, last question.
Last question.
My older sister currently lives in Chicago and has been suggesting that I move in with her when I graduate next year and start looking for jobs.
Chicago.
Sister life. The thought of living in the city sounds so fun, but we used to get in horrible fights when we lived together growing up. We shared a room through high school and would get so mad at each other about borrowing clothes and her saying I was too messy. I know we're older now, but I'm scared of going back to those sister fights. Should I say yes to moving in with her or look for my own place? Because I graduate next year. I feel like there is such a world of difference between being in high school and she's your older sister.
And
So-
she's excited.
Like she's the one who's offering this. There's a world of difference in maturity. That frontal lobe is still developing.
yes.
In like high school, fighting with your older sister versus like you've both graduated, you both have jobs. Like you have so much more. In high school, you don't have anything outside of your house. You maybe have other friends, but it's like you don't have a job. You don't have that independence.
I'm thinking this situation, she's got her room. I'm feeling maybe she has a guest room because she's not going to be like,
You're not going to be bunking.
I'm 27. You want to like live
You're
in
not
my
going to be
room?
bunking.
Yeah.
Like you've got your own rooms. You've got the kitchen. You've got the living room. And honestly, it sounds like a great situation.
And you're in Chicago.
I would love to move in with my sister.
How would our husbands feel about that?
I would love to move with my sister.
We've seen this.
We'd be like, this is happening.
I might have mentioned this on the podcast, but there's this one thing that always pops up, this video on TikTok where it's like, I moved in next door to my sister or maybe my best friend and they have a little trampoline
To bounce between the porches.
Between the porches.
It's so
I'm like,
cute.
that needs to
We're like,
be
that is goals. Sarah will be
us.
like, Leah?
Oh my gosh.
Um,
but we roomed together in college. And like,
I mean, we weren't without fights in high school or
but like I feel like you're not without fights with a roommate either. Like
No.
even if you
there's always disagreements.
if you signed up with a random roommate, at least if it's your sister, you're like, pick up your socks.
Yeah, at least you can
right?
just be like, dude, why is this out here again? I said, do not leave your mugs. Okay, clean it up.
Yeah. And it sounds like you know your sister sounds like she's on the cleaner side.
Yeah.
So just like get mad at you for being messy.
Or she's ever like borrowing her clothes over clothes and stuff, which I feel like is very
So,
normal.
I'm assuming you probably have your own closets at this point.
you know
like,
how you're gonna get your jobs, you can pay for your own clothes.
in high school you're like, you know how long I worked for that sweater from Forever 21 and then you
Yeah.
went and stained it with that pasta sauce, right? Like
you took it on that date.
you're a
You took
little
it on that
older.
date, and I wanted to wear it tonight.
And it sounds like your sister is like missing some sister
I mean,
time.
for her to offer this, I feel like is so nice.
And also thinking logistically.
Like she's reaching out to say, let's do this.
I know, like, that's giving wholesome sister vibes.
You're also gonna save a lot of money.
I was just gonna say, like,
Chicago's expensive.
you're just graduating. Are you, like, if you're starting to look for a job, are you really gonna have enough money to like get your own apartment?
I mean, maybe you've saved us some cash, but like,
I don't know many college students that have a full bank account.
or if you do, like, it's great to start saving. and not just bust it all on like living by yourself.
And like, think about this. You could live with your sister for a few months, and if you find it's not the situation you love,
It's not like we're ruling that out as a possibility.
or you find a job that you're
Maybe it's on the other side of Chicago, or you know,
like
whatever.
different side of the city, and you want your own space, like then you can consider it. But like,
Yeah.
having someone to come home to when you're looking for a job or doing interviews or just starting, just getting your feet wet as an adult out of school. I think that's really nice. Like to come home and like, let's go see a movie. Let's go get a drink together.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think maybe even Sarah and I do this sometimes when we're like, you know, we realize we've been getting into arguments lately. Like, you know, every once in a while we'll nitpick at each other a lot. You could tell us to your sister, like, you know, I really just don't want to have fights. You know, it's fine. Like, I understand we will, but I just don't want that to be our regular thing. So maybe come up with a plan of what you do when you realize you're fighting over
a code word.
a code word,
Monkey.
right?
And you're just like,
or
okay.
something that you do. You're like,
We
it's
have to
the 5
tickle
minutes.
each other.
Yeah, it's the 5 minutes or whatever. You know, tickle time, or whatever.
Someone said if they find themselves arguing with their partner, they have to continue the conversation with their foreheads touching, and then they just like laugh. Do you see that too? Yes. I would laugh and be like,
So like, you could come up with a plan that, like, in worst case scenario where you are fighting, that you're like, are we fighting about something legitimate here?
yeah.
You know, but it sounds like, oh gosh, it sounds like such a fun situation.
I know, like your sister is inviting you to live in the heart of the city. You are young. You are starting a job, and I bet she knows the cool spots.
Right.
She knows where the cool Pilates studios are.
Take me with you.
She knows. She's got friends. She can probably set you up with like at least other people you know. She's
Yeah.
like, go get a burger here. Then we're gonna go on the river walk, and
sounds
we're gonna
great.
like.
This sounds honestly
It
great.
sounds like a good sister scenario. So, I mean, I think it.
I think you've matured. You've
Yeah, you've
grown.
matured, both of you since
You're
high
in
school.
totally different eras of your life. Green light from me.
Green light for me, sisters.
Let's do it,
Aw.
sisters.
Tell the husbands, Andrew,
Sisters.
we're looking for a 3-bedroom apartment in New York. One for Mama Scoop when she comes to visit.
One for you and one for me.
I don't think that's in the budget cards, but
One can dream.
we can push our beds together.
Always a great option. Well, I hope you go for it because that sounds really fun.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for tuning in to episode 10 of the
episode
Inside
10.
Scoop podcast. We are so glad to have you here. We hope you keep listening and send us any scenarios that you need advice on, anything you're going through, anything that you think would be good feedback for us.
Yes.
To
and
the Inside Scoop podcast on Instagram.
always looking for your opinions, and we will see you again back here
For
next
episode
week.
11.
Bye.
Bye.